Hi everybody. This is the 5th week of the Emmett Anon channel. This week we're doing interviews of a family member. So this week I'm interviewing my mom. This is my beautiful mother. So,
Hi everybody.
Hi. Her name's
Like
Deanna. She doesn't like this at all, and she doesn't want to do it, but we're doing it anyway. Alright, so basically, what is emetophobia? Your definition of emetophobia.
From what I've learned, it's just someone who can't get a grasp on their fear of someone being sick or being around someone that's thinking they might be sick, like the vomiting sick,
Not like cold, like have a
Right,
cough or something.
right. And they have very real anxiety about it, and just learning how to deal with it from day to day is difficult.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not only scared of other people though, but I'm also scared of doing it myself too.
Well, yeah, but you become very much more aware of it when someone else around you is sick, because most of the time you don't really think about it other than.
I try not to obsess over it unless it's around me, and I know for a fact,
Right.
All right, so what do you think? Like, what is going through your head when you see me freaking out about it? Like, what's your first thoughts, or what do you feel like?
Well, because I've been the one in our family that's been sick. The few times that that you've kind of had your little panic modes, the first thing that comes to my mind is guilt because I'm sick. I feel bad. I'm just telling you the truth.
I know it's not your fault, but
I feel bad because I know that it's affecting you, but I can't help it. And then the other feeling that I have is just wanting to be able to say something to you, or do something that could make you feel a little more at ease about it, or just feel better about it. And I don't know, it's hard because I have yet to be able to find something that I can do or say to help you. You seem to have to just kind of cope with it yourself. You kind of just distance yourself. When it's really bad, you leave the house. And I don't know, it makes me feel like I should, as a mother, be able to fix it.
Well, yeah.
And I can't. Yeah. So it's hard, and I just pray about it, and I just have to leave it in God's hands, and I know that in time, I believe that you're going to be able to deal with it much better, as those times come. Just because you're just going to get used to it. You have to.
Okay, so the third question was, do you understand what I'm going through? And I think you kind of already, you kind of touched on it, but I think for somebody that doesn't have the phobia, obviously they don't completely 100% understand exactly, but I think for the most part, you guys get it, at least. You're not what? You're not confused, but you still don't fully grasp it, because that's just anyone who has a phobia of anything else. Nobody else is going to fully understand it unless they actually have the phobia themselves. So, but you get it. You know what it is.
I get it. I think the hardest thing that I have trying to understand the part about when you're actually not sick, but you're so freaked out about getting sick that you sometimes you starve yourself. I mean, you eat as little as you have to.
Well, yeah. That doesn't actually make sense because I guess like when you don't eat, your immune system is like compromised anyway and you have a better chance of catching something. But like I told you before, it's like if I did suddenly come down with it, because you can have it and not even know and still be feeling normal and eating and have an appetite, and you can have it and it won't kick in until like a couple hours or days. So that's why sometimes when you're sick or something, I just like don't eat a lot because I don't want to like have to get sick like
Yeah.
a ton of what's on my stomach, you know. That's the only reason I do that. It's not.
Right.
And a lot of times when somebody else gets sick, I have such like bad anxiety that it just makes me nauseous. My anxiety will just make me nauseous and not want to eat anything. So it's either one of the two or whatever.
But I guess
so.
I guess too, that's a part where I have to be careful that I don't, because I want to get angry at you
for not eating.
Yeah, I want to get angry at you, but I know that getting angry at you isn't going to help. Isn't going to help you to want to eat more.
Like this last past time that it happened, like I had to force myself. Like the time before when you got sick and I had like a 2-week period, remember? When I just like laid in my bed and thought I actually was sick, and I literally I lost so much weight and I didn't eat a lot and stuff. And this past time, I didn't do that. Like I thought I handled it a lot better. It took last time before this 2-week period of total like depressive mode and just not eating anything. And this past time, like I was able to like go out and do stuff, and I like actually made myself eat and stuff. So I think it was a lot better this time. I think I handled it better, and I think because I was in the right mindset and I kind of knew how to prepare myself to deal for it, like or to deal with it. So let's see, we're at 7 minutes. We can go till 15. So I just want to make sure we're not going over. What are you going through? Oh, I already kind of asked you what are you going through when it happens to me, and you kind of already answered that. You feel guilty.
Well,
sometimes, and
yeah.
When it's you,
but
I panic even when it's not. I just like if I go out to eat and I eat something and I just feel kind of like off later on, I'll just assume that like I got food poisoning or something, and then you'll see me like that sometimes. And I know it like bothers you, but
I wish that you didn't get so freaked out about it. You need to just learn how to just take deep breaths and do stuff to get your mind off of it, and just try not to dwell on it so much, But I mean, because I'm not
emetophobic.
That I don't really. I mean, I try as hard as I can to understand, and I think I do, but I still don't know really exactly how you feel.
All right, 2 more questions. Well, you kind of already answered this, but why do you think I'm scared? Why do you think I'm scared to throw up?
Because you're not in control of it.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
Because it's something that's involuntary, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and you feel like you just lose control of it. You lose control of your actions, and are you hot? Her poor eyes watering. I think that's the main fear, though, and that maybe, if you do start like throwing up, like how long is this gonna last? Am I gonna end up having to go to like the clinic like my mom did? But it's really not. I mean, yeah, it's horrible to do it. It's not fun, but you have to know that if it does get that bad, you can go to a place where they can help you to feel better. I mean,
I know that. Like, I'm not afraid of, like, that's the thing. It's like I'm not like afraid that I'm gonna die from it or anything. I think it's mostly what you said about like not being in control of like when it happens, like how much it's gonna happen, like how long is this gonna be happening to me,
right?
And like how like nauseous you feel, and you just can't do anything about it. You're just like helpless, and the virus has to work its course, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's my main thing, I think. What do you think I should do to get over this fear?
Well,
like, what would your advice be to get over this fear?
Well, I've told you many times that, when you feel that anxiety coming on, that, you need to get your mind focused on other things, positive things, reading, watching a movie, praying to God, because, our faith is very important to us, and we believe that God hears our prayers.
Mm-hmm.
And that even though sometimes when you're secluding yourself from everybody else, that even though you're by yourself, you never really are alone, and that God's there and He does care about everything that you go through,
Mm-hmm.
and that you need to just trust Him. And
I mean, because in the end, you're not in control of it anyway.
mm-hmm.
So worrying about it doesn't help. It just makes you worse, and it would make the situation worse. And I know that, but I can't help it. That's the thing. It's like, that you shouldn't be worrying about it, because you ultimately know that if it's going to happen to you, then it's just going to happen. There's literally nothing you can do about it, and it still causes me to freak out and try to control it, when really it's like there's nothing I really can do.
I think mainly when you start to feel anxious about it, whether somebody in the house is sick or you went out to eat and you come home and you're feeling a little bit, your mind starts to race and wonder, like, oh God,
Mm-hmm.
And when that starts to happen, you need to get a book and start reading. Get the Word of God out, start reading. Watch a movie. Write in a journal.
People, or write it out.
Talk to people. Get on your site and talk to people, and just try to take deep breaths and calm yourself down. I mean, yoga even would be something helpful, even though I don't practice yoga, but they say that that's something that people
to relax
do
you.
To really relax you. I think getting your heart rate up sometimes helps calm you down. Like,
well, when I have anxiety, like, my heart already feels like it's pounding.
Yeah, but it's pounding because of your brain. It's not pounding because
it's not like physical activity.
Yeah, exertion. But
yeah,
I think in time, as you mature and you deal with it more and more, and you see that you can handle it, I think that you're just gonna you'll end up getting stronger, and it won't bother you as much. One day you'll just say, yeah, it doesn't really bother me as much. And
I hope that's what happens. That'd be amazing. We're at 13 minutes and 22 seconds, so we can go till 15, but that's pretty much all the questions. Hopefully this video helped to explain and show that you can talk to your parents about it, or your loved ones, or anyone that maybe you think they don't understand, but if they love you, they're going to try to understand. And so if you're having a hard time, like, opening up to your parents about it, or anyone, then just know that they're going to be there for you, and they're going to try their hardest to understand. I mean, it's frustrating, but you took a while to get to this point, but I feel like
that's what I'm saying. I was going to say that in the beginning, I think you used to get very upset, and it actually even just like added to your problem, because you felt like you couldn't talk to me about it because I was going to get angry or whatever. But
stupid YouTube causes us to rush. But
all right, so hopefully this will be the last time you have to look at me.
Oh yeah,
I don't like being on
right, because it's horrible to look at you. You're just hideous. All right, so see everyone next week, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, bye.
Bye.